Hi, this is Laurie from Daxmore Personal Training Studios. Today what I want to do is show you a way to really hit your abs and not involve your hip flexors or any of those other kind of muscles. Generally when people do abdominal exercises, they do crunches when they come from here, they crunch it, come all the way up and all the way down. Okay? That actually involves a lot of the hip flexors to create that kind of movement. What I'm going to use here is certain things in the body to actually prevent the hip flexors from working all together. So when you do the crunch, it's virtually pure abs. Okay, so he's going to use what we call reciprocal inhibition. I've got his legs in a sling here on the weight stack. And what he's going to do, that's only about 30 to 35 kilos, not too heavy. He's going to push his legs down slightly, push down, and he's going to hold the stack about a centimetre or two off there. Most pulling machines have almost like a little bit of, when they first taking up the slack and they first lift the weights, there's a little dead zone where you can hold it there quite easily. It's a definite position, right? And the machines we've tried it on, about 3 or 4 different pulling machines, have had the same effect. So again, most people see that, right? So his leg put in there like that now. So what's happening is while he's doing that, he's engaging his glutes, okay? Because he's pushing his legs down his glutes. And when he engages his glutes, because they're switching on, they'll inhibit the hip flexors because they're optic muscles. So we talk about reciprocal inhibition, okay? What he then wants to do is put hands behind his head like a normal crunchy, and then I'm getting to suck his belly in, so he's activating his TVA, his transverse abdominal muscles. And then try and crunch as high as you can, nice and tight, all the time keeping the weight stack off the ground. You're going to hold for a few seconds like that, and then he's going to relax. Okay, you suck his belly in again, and then do a nice crunch, right? Because these aren't engaging, okay, he's really working his abs, alright? So he's pushing his feet down here. That doesn't be too heavy, because otherwise you'll be pushing so hard that your butt will come off the floor, okay? But is that quite sustainable like that? Yeah. Okay, so that's the first stage. So you can do 3 lots of 10 of those, or various 10-second holds or 5-second holds, whatever you want. But really, we'll start hitting your glutes in that position here. Yeah. So he's pushing his leg down on there, making sure his low back is in the floor, and he's crunching up. Now to make that a bit harder, you can put his hands above his head. Okay, and you can even carry a weight. So put your hands facing the ceiling. This is a 10-kilogram ball. Okay, you can have lighter balls or even just a dumbbell or something like that. What he's going to do now is the same thing again. He's going to crunch and try and push the ball up towards the ceiling. So he sucks his belly in, he crunches and reaches the ceiling. This is the second phase of training you're doing. Like that, you can see he's shaking quite nicely. So he's working his abs quite hard, and then lower, come down, and suck his belly in and crunch up, all the way up, and then lower. So now using the weight, he can get more strength into his abs. Okay, suck your belly in, crunch up. Good, and then lower. Just relax there a second, in that position here. Now, obviously, looking towards his head area, when he crunches, he's not, sometimes people have their hands behind their head to support the weight of the neck. Now he's not doing that, so some people have got quite weak necks, so you might find a bit of strength, or they actually try and do a turtleneck by bringing their head right forward. And the way to get around that is to actually take a swallow. And when you swallow, your tongue will naturally hit the roof of your mouth at the palate, okay? That spot on the roof of your mouth. So what you do is you take a swallow, and where your tongue touches your palate, push against the roof of your mouth with the tongue. So basically, I'm taking a swallow, and kind of pushing up against there. What that does is activates and uses the deep neck muscles to create more stability in your neck, so it's not so much of a strain in your neck, okay? So let's try it again. Arms above you, suck your belly in, don't trick like that. And take a swallow, push your tongue hard against your mouth, and then crunch up. Okay, and he's got a lot more stability. He can use his deep neck muscles, and therefore it's not so bad. And relax. Now to make that even harder, put your arms 45 degrees that way. Okay, then suck your belly in, and keep the arms at the same angle. Crunch up with your abs. So he's now almost a slightly longer lever. Okay, that's quite hard, isn't it? And then come down. All right, and then let's put your hands fully that way. All right. Hold it back there, suck your belly in, and let your abs to the crunch. And this is very difficult, as you can see, it's really difficult to do. Alright, so you can see, and relax them together. Let them all go, mate. And relax. Okay, so you can actually really put a lot of stress and a lot of effort and power through the abs using just a cable machine. So sometimes people have like what they call Roman chairs and God knows where they can crunch down and the cables. If you haven't got that, this is a simple way to put a lot of work for your abs, okay then, and just use this position here like that. Okay, thank you very much.